Let me tell you something. If anyone tells you that you can start importing from China with as little as 400,000 Ugandan shillings, they're not lying. It's possible to start a mini importation business with such a little budget of 400,000 Ugandan shillings and still grow successful. But there are things you need to know. There are things you need to consider if you're really into mini importation for business growth. You want to expand your business and be known as a brand for certain products. There are things you need to consider from day one. If you don't, it means you're going to make mistakes many beginner importers do that sometimes are so costly that they can't recover from the losses. So in this video, I'm going to share with you these things that you need to do so that you can win your importation game. If you're a beginner importer, the number one thing that you need to put right is your mindset. You need to have the business mindset. Treat this mini importation as a business from day one. Sometimes I've told you it's a side hustle, but yes, even side hustles, meaningful side hustles, profitable and sustainable side hustles must be treated like a business. Because here's the thing, many beginner importers do mistakes that sometimes are so costly and they lose a lot of money, and sometimes they're not even able to recover from these losses. So don't be one of them. In this video, you will know exactly what to do. The number one thing you should do is to start small and learn fast. Starting small is the key. You don't need to start with very huge imports, very expensive imports right away. Many successful importers always start with small items, and over time they expand and import bigger orders. Here is why you should start small. Number one, lower costs. You know, when you just start out, you're going to ship your products by air freight, and many times, almost every time, they're going to charge you per kilogram when you use air freight. That means they will charge you according to how much your products weigh. So if you start small with small orders, it means they weigh less and you pay less in shipping, keeping your expenses low. But if you start with very huge, heavy and expensive products, they will weigh a lot of kilograms, and of course you have to pay for those kilograms. That means to keep shipping fees low, go for small items or orders that weigh less and keep your costs low at first. Number two is the minimal risk. When you start small, you minimize your risks. Starting small will help you minimize risks. Honestly, let's say you're buying such a video light and you've bought only 5 pieces, yes, as a sample, and something terrible happens. Maybe they were mishandled by your shipping agent and maybe they got broken, they got spoiled. That loss is not the same as someone who invested in 100 pieces of this light here. So if you learn from the 5 pieces, next time you are so strict on packaging, you advise your shipping agent to be so close in monitoring your products, and it has just saved you from the big loss of 100 pieces of this. But if you go for this the first time and then something terrible happens, maybe there is poor handling and your products go wrong, that is a lot of investment that you have lost, and sometimes you will not be able to recover. So that's why you need to start small so that you learn along the way, and if there is any loss, you can easily recover. And then number three is the learning opportunity. Honestly, when you start small, you have time, you have the opportunity to learn a lot from the ordering process, finding suppliers who are more affordable with authentic products, shipping, what shipping method you should use, whether it is sea or air freight, taxes, shipping agents. All these factors here come with costs. So the first time you're starting out, you may not know all of them. But if you go for bigger orders and they're overcharging you at every stage, maybe you found suppliers that are very expensive, you found a shipping agent who is very expensive, you found, you're going to incur a lot of expenses, and by the time you bring your products, all your profits have been eaten away. But if you start small and observe every stage of the process, you will learn and know, oh, now that they charge this amount of money, this is a more affordable supplier, I can go for even bigger orders next time. Yes, It will save you a lot of money, but also give you more profit so that you can grow your business way faster. You also learn things like how to minimize packaging errors, how to minimize losses, how to minimize, how to save on taxes, how to, there is a lot you learn because there is that space for you to learn a lot. So that when you are ready to go bigger, you are confident, you know exactly what to do, and it will just be a walkover even when you're handling very big orders. There are some small items you can start with. I've talked about these small RGB lights. Honestly, many video creators would want such lights. Whenever they switch on their camera, they have some lighting in the background, they have something on their side. This, you can have these earbuds here. People love them. People who use their smartphones to record the content, they use this in their ears to cut off the noise. If you're a woman and you want women-based businesses, you can go into women accessories. If you're a man and you want electronics, you can go into that direction. Yes, personally, I do import gadgets for content creators, to make them more productive. Tripod stands, microphones, video lights. So you can always find something that is good for you or that you feel passionate about and start. And most of these things here I've just mentioned, they're not very expensive, especially when you're starting with small pieces, maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces. You start out, you test the waters, and you grow bigger. So there are so many products you can actually find. Now this brings me to a very important aspect. How do you find the right product? You need to do product survey. You need to do product research. That's number one. Download apps like Alibaba, AliExpress, 1688, and browse different products. Browse the products you think are going to work. From platform to platform, do extensive research on your product, because guess what? If you just import any product anyhow, trust me, you'll be frustrated when no one is willing to buy it. But if you do research and say, oh, this product is trending, this product is fast moving, and you bring it, you'll be at peace, because when you run a Facebook ad, people are willing to place an order. When you make an organic video, still people will respond and comment, we want this product. Where able to make deliveries. That's if you've taken time to do a good product research. Number two, which is equally important, is what we call market survey. So as you're doing your product research, make sure that you have the market for this product. Let's say I am importing gadgets for content creators. I must ensure that what I'm bringing, content creators, especially the beginners, are going to, number one, afford it. Number two, they love it. It's solving a problem. So if, for example, I'm bringing such a light, I make sure I look for the one that is fulfilling the purpose. It is solving a problem, but it's also affordable to the target group. So in your own niche, whatever niche you're in, maybe you're into human wigs, you're into women's hair, you're into accessories, you must find products that have market. How do you do market research? We shall be sharing more in the training that we have. That's one-on-one training. We shall be sharing more about how to do market survey. But simply, you can go into a platform like TikTok and find trending products. You can even test out with Facebook ads. Sometimes I do this. I run a Facebook ad through Meta ads, even when I don't have a product, just to see what is their demand. If I see a lot of people coming through, sometimes even people are willing to place product order, even when it is absent, like they do what we call pre-order. They pay 50%, you bring the product and they pay later. Others will say, I've been looking for this. When you bring the product, contact me. So that's just one way you can do a product survey. But as I said, we shall be sharing more in detail about this product survey thing, because it's very important. Trust me, it's one thing that can also stress you. You bring products and you have no one asking to buy. You have no one willing to pay for them. And yet there is your money lying there. So again, number two, under the right product, you must find a market for the product before you import it. Number three, try to be unique. Honestly, there are so many products in the Chinese market. There are so many products. I've seen people who are importing decorative flowers, people who are importing shoes, people are importing tote bags, people who are importing baby toys, people who are importing, accessories, people who are importing a lot of stuff. So it's not like when you see, I don't know why beginners always run to shoes, sneakers. If you love them, you have a market, that's okay, you can go for them. But I'm surprised that everyone who starts importation, they always run to sneakers, shoes. Don't go because you're seeing someone else doing it, because for them, they already have their market. If you don't have a market for the same product, please take your time, find your own niche, find your own product, do your own product survey, find its market, and grow your own audience, grow your own niche. It's very possible. I know there are people who are doing what I do, but I sell to people. I've gotten my own customers in this gadgets market. I look out for content creators who are just upcoming, especially businesses that want to grow on social media. So when I'm helping them with my other service, content creation, and helping them run ads for their businesses, I propose to them to buy their own products and then they buy from my store. So you can always find your own market. You don't have to go for other people's products, especially if you're not certain. If you are, it's okay. It can even save you time. If you already have a market for the shoes someone else is bringing, it's okay. It will save you time and you can sleep. But if you don't have, don't, because it will stress you when you see other people selling out, bringing more, selling out, and you still have the first stock. It is a very stressing and frustrating moment. Then lastly, be serious and committed to grow. Have this in mind when you start out, that you've started a business, whereas it's a side hustle you're doing from the comfort of your home, but your aim is to grow your profits, to expand, to bring more products, to reach more customers. This will help you along there when things get tough. Sometimes, when you run ads and they're not converting as you want, you still have the goal in your mind that your aim is to grow. So no matter what is happening now, it's temporarily. You just need to keep showing up. You just need to keep, for those who sell through organic content, you just need to keep creating content. For those who pay for paid advertising, you just need to keep doing that. So having this mindset of growth and determination from the start will also help you go a long way. So even when you have money, a lot of money, don't start big, honestly. If you are on that curve of long-term growth, start with what you can afford. Actually, I always say, start with what you can afford losing. Start with what you can afford losing. It's always better to learn from the small experiences first, whether they are good or bad, and then you can grow, you can double down your investment when you know that they are going to pay off. One step at a time is the safest way to grow a real business. Remember, start small, learn the process, grow gradually. This is how you will grow successful. If you found this video helpful, subscribe to the channel for more videos like this, and don't forget to leave your opinion, all your thoughts in the comments below. Peace. See you in the next one.